Hi guys, welcome to this week's Urban Uncut, and we continue with the LA scoop. We're just doing it in Milton Keynes. This is what the world's come to. Right, get rid of those.
Yeah, we've had enough now. It's winter, it's cold, it's Christmas Eve, the Christmas tree's up. Yeah.
First things first, Ghost. Tempest Ghost built. How cool is that?
Epic. Looks so good. And do you know what, I was worried, because obviously the LA car, lowered on 24-inch polished face wheels, it looked incredible, but it actually looks really nice on 22s. I don't know whether it's because it's the UK vibe.
But we got the suspension height right on 22s rather than being slammed on 24s.
Yeah.
What was the Milton Keynes street like versus the LA street though?
Well, I'll be honest, Simon, as much as I love Milton Keynes and the UK,
it was absolutely nowhere near as good, was it?
Man. The boys are going to make it look as cool as possible, right? Ain't the same.
No.
It just ain't the same. But the car looks fantastic.
Can you do something fancy with like the backdrop on the video that you do and just drop?
Did you just ask them to make Milton Keynes look fancy? Right, don't worry about it. The car looks cool, that's all we need.
That's right, yeah.
I also discussed Nardo Grey. Do you remember the little faux pas I had with Nardo Grey? A little bit more crayon, wasn't it?
It wasn't even Nardo Grey. It was not a little bit more crayon, it was crayon.
Yeah. Which, when I did my Googling and looked at the original Nardo Grey, that's what I consider it was, but it's actually a lot darker.
It's a lot darker.
Do you know what the original car was, Nardo Grey? It's nearly 10 years old, over 10 years old.
Wait there. No.
Audi RS7.
Was it really?
Yeah, the first car to adorn Nardo Grey. Coming up. Right guys, so as you would have seen in our last vlog, the vlog in LA, we have already built a Rolls-Royce Ghost out there, but this is our first UK build and it is in a stunning Tempest Grey. What I love about Tempest Grey is that you get to see all the details. So you can see the carbon along the side, all the exposed carbon on the front and rear. It just looks absolutely fantastic. This one is on 22-inch UV5s. The LA one is on 24s, but unfortunately with the UK roads, it's just not that practical. So as you can see behind me, we have another one going through build now in black, beautiful black with orange piping and orange stitch. That's going to look absolutely fantastic as well. Perks of the job working at Urban. This needs to go over to the showroom, so I'm going to take it over there now. So the media team, as they do because they're quite demanding, wanted me to talk about the Rolls-Royce Ghost. But I can't think of anything to say that I haven't already said about Rolls-Royce. Obviously apart from Urban, it's just my favourite brand. Everything about it is so perfect. Like the interior is just like the Cullinan, it's spectacular. Obviously you feel a little bit lower, feel a little bit more connected to the road. Apart from that, it is just perfect. And even with 22-inch alloys and slightly lower profile tyres, the incredible suspension just sorts out any kind of bump in the road. It's just a really, 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 really nice place to be. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking and I'm just going to enjoy my 10 to 15 minute commute over to Old Stratford. Right guys, I have a very special 2-car build going through for a customer of mine. I love uniform cars, right? So we have got an Audi RS6 with full urban kit and Vossen wheels, and we've got an XRS, a 1 of 65 XRS. Not only that, they are being uniformed to exactly the same colour, Nardo grey. But I want to talk about Nardo grey, right? So, big conversation at the beginning of the week with all the boys in the workshop, everyone upstairs. The interpretation of Nardo grey nowadays, I think, is very, 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 very different. So, I first considered that to be Nardo grey. I thought that was quite an OEM colour until it was on the car and it looked a little bit more Porsche crayon grey, a little bit light. Now, this one here is, I think, a little bit more Nardo grey. So over the last 10 years or so since Nardo grey has been out, and I had to Google this because I thought it'd been about a lot longer, but apparently it was first seen on the Audi RS7 Sports back in 2013, so it's 10 years old. And over that time, loads of manufacturers have tried different colours of Nardo grey. So get in the comments, let us know what you think. Now, I'm gonna go with that Nardo grey. That's what I've advised the customer. That I think is a little bit too light, but look, I'm really looking forward to seeing it on the cars. I think it's going to look great on the XRS because you've got all the gloss black contrast, the carbon fibre, and the same again, you've got the carbon fibre on the RS6. These are going to look fantastic.
This is the first time I've seen this.
Is it?
In person.
Ah, it's finally about time you like one of my cars.
But you was out of the game for 24 days.
Yeah, well, done my back in, couldn't walk, in hospital. But I'm back now with my banana Bumblebee. And
Yellow does actually, I know it's a factory colour, but it does actually do it.
makes a change
Right,
once you actually like one of my wraps. You hate everything I ever do.
But you know what? I'm not normally a fan of all of these flashes, but it just like the breaking it up, the extra bits of detail just really do. And when it's yellow, you can actually see how amazing a job they've done on the shut lines. It's as,
OEM.
Yeah, it is perfect.
It's incredible. Yeah, and it's really, the kit makes the car. If you've got an Urus or an S-Perf and you don't have the kit, that's an old shaped car. Granted,
it's an old shaped car, but
it just looks soft.
It does.
It looks really, really soft and small and slimline and
almost like it's unfinished, like not big enough chin. The rear slope of the car doesn't sit with a wing on the back.
Yeah.
On the subject of wings, obviously we've done everything we've done so far.
Yeah.
We're continuing with 3 more components for the S and the Perf, which is extra wide body, which are halfway through being done, and we've 3D printed a spoiler so you can do your first R&D session today.
Ooh, I was desperate because the whole front end and the side looked incredible and the back end just like,
I know,
it needed something.
I don't know what they were thinking when they did the Perf, but the way that this spoiler slopes away still loses height. When you're following a floating roofline, it should be sort of here.
But is it aerodynamics?
Probably.
So obviously the wind, the air goes over the top.
We're just about to ruin that, yeah?
So when I do car wow drag racing, I'm going to be slower than a normal Perf, yeah?
Well, we'll soon find out if you do car wow.
We will.
Yeah.
Who cares? It looks better.
Yeah, it looks better. So I had an idea, right? So the factory car comes with these carbon end caps, yeah? So rather than mess around with the original spoiler, I wanted to keep this in place and take the carbon end caps off and replace them with a billet end piece like that. So this piece just here will be machined out of like raw aluminium and then anodized in black. But then what we'll do, we'll make this out of carbon and then this end cap out of carbon as well. So once you've bolted everything on, so it's a mechanical fixing.
By the other side.
Spin round, Mike. Can you spin round?
Beep, beep, beep.
No, that way. So that will slot on there, and then go on with 2 bolts there. We'll actually have an extra bolt underneath the badge there as well, so it goes on. I'm going to make this with a bit more of a chamfer popping out, so it's got a bit more free dimension as you look down the side of the car, so you can see carbon popping out the side.
Nice.
But I think this is going to look, let's see if it fits. We haven't actually done this yet, so we don't know whether it fits.
Yeah, no pressure.
I'm not sure whether we'll use these inserts from the original one. We'll definitely use the bolts. Is it sliding over?
Yeah, it's just gonna have to. It might be difficult when it's all billet and carbon.
Oh, what? No, what we
And
can
that will
do
hold it in the
though,
middle.
The top off and assemble it.
yeah, so if we loosen the top off and then assemble the whole lot together, yeah, that's going to come down, Jan. So that little sliver that'll actually be built into the spoiler when we make it.
So like a fin.
Yeah, just a fin, just basically to stop this flapping at speed. But the profile of that, is that held there, Mike, yeah?
I'm sorted on my side.
Right, so what we would have to do is...
Probably stretch and pimp around a little bit.
Oh, don't crack, don't crack, don't crack, don't crack, don't crack. Is that right? Leave that there? Yeah.
That should be all right.
Yeah, that's all right.
What's it look like from the back?
Looks great. Leave it. Come, leave it. Come. It's fine. Looks great. Oh man, look, it just changed the whole back of the car.
Yeah, so these are done plumb line to the side, so they run down the side, and then you'll just get a little bit of an end cap popping out, so you can see that. Yeah, I like that.
Not your first rodeo, this is it.
I know, that was the first idea as well. What, come back further?
I don't think it needs it.
Well, if you look,
The side profile's good.
yeah, because you see a bit of the spoiler popping out, so you get a twin deck of the spoiler.
No, that looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Big
really
difference.
cool. Please.
So now, if we drop, we'll keep the perf bumper the same,
Yeah.
but we'll just replace this part.
Does that middle bit come off?
This bit comes off this. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll come car rear with some bigger strakes on it, so it's just a bit more aggressive at the back, so it sort of follows the look of this at the back.
Okay, on the S, I know we have the middle piece on the lip. I assume we're not going to do that on the
No,
perf.
no, because once you've got this, it'll be a bit
Fine.
too much going on.
No, I really like it. I really like it. And once the rear diffuser goes on,
Yeah.
that looks great.
Right guys, so you might remember these 2 cars in the Yianni's wrap bay being wrapped Nardo grey. They are now finished, they look absolutely awesome, and I have a double handover. So I've been going back and forth with the customer about the right tone of Nardo grey, and I think we've absolutely smashed it with this. It looks absolutely incredible against all the gloss black and the exposed carbon. This is a car that I sold the customer a couple of months back. He's brought this back to us to have the wrap to be uniform with this new car. So this is a brand new XRS built specifically for his partner. Now the best thing about this double handover is that this is a surprise. She doesn't even know that she's getting a brand new XRS. So a few months back, Yianni from Yianni's had a similar 2-car handover, but it was a Lamborghini Urus instead of an RS6, but also a Nardo grey Defender. Get in the comments, let me know which one you would prefer. Would you prefer an RS6 or an Urus, or a Defender, XRS, and a 110 van? Perfect 2-car driveway, if I'm being honest.
So that's it, guys. We are back to the UK.
with a bump.
with a bump.
And we have no idea what we're doing.
No, we don't.
We've just hit 90,000 subscribers.
Which is good.
Which is amazing. We're on the run up to 100,000.
We need 9,940 or something now.
And we need to discuss the YouTube plaque sharing situation between me, you, Chris, Cam and Tom.
We've got a bandsaw out there.
Just chop it up.
Yeah, 5 bits.
Okay, and just reframe
Divvy
it
up, yeah.
Perfect, I'm good with that. Right. So we're coming up to the end of the year.
End of the year. We want to know from you guys what are your favourite builds for the year, because we're going to do a lovely video montage.
We've had some big builds this year as well, haven't we? Big builds. So get in the comments, let us know which is your favourite build of 2023.
And we'll see if we can work our magic and put it in a video for you.
Make sure you share, like and subscribe. Get your mum to subscribe, your dad to subscribe, your girlfriend, your wife, whoever. Get them to subscribe.